And I'm back with episode 7 of TVRealm podcast. I'm Max Zambrano with Sarah Stockdale.
Hey everybody.
And today is Saturday, October 8th, 2011, and I am back and happy to be.
We're glad to have you back.
Okay, so a lengthy podcast expected for today. Probably gonna go over 3 shows. We're gonna go over a very sad, Amazing Race. Boston Rob's new show, Around the World in 80 Ways, and then we're going to talk about Survivor, and then the basic stuff with a new segment at the end.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm ready to jump into this.
So am I.
Okay, so the first topic is going to be The Amazing Race, and it was a very disappointing Amazing Race because our buddies, well not really buddies, our people we like to watch on TV, Ethan, Zahn, and Jenna Maraska unfairly got eliminated.
How would you call that unfair? I just wanna...
Because The Amazing Race never had a double elimination before. And you can tell they did not plan it to be a double elimination because the speed bump that Bill and Kathy had to do was untying something. I'm pretty sure it's not a very demanding challenge in anything. So, and you haven't seen any other seasons, but with this, it normally shows they weren't planning for this to happen, and it all goes back to Kaylani and Lisa losing their passport.
Oh, yeah.
But it was it was like partially unfair.
Yeah, because, I mean, they did say it was going to be a double elimination before Ethan and Jenna fell behind, so...
Yeah, but originally, before that episode aired, or before that happened, during filming, they weren't planning that, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe.
We did get to see the gay guys leave, which, the gay guys haven't really been doing so hot lately in TV.
Yeah, and I know that we'll probably hit on that a little bit with Survivor, with Papa Bear over there.
But, the gay flight attendants are gone, and they were really slow.
Yeah, they didn't really care that they were losing. They were like, okay, let's just keep going.
I don't really want to win anyway.
Yeah, we're just here to have fun. $1 million, who needs it?
Yeah, and then, I don't have too much to say about them. We didn't get to see a lot of them. I'm surprised that Bill and Kathy are still in.
Yeah, that is kind of odd. You would think that from the first episode they would be out, because they were just lost.
I guess that's one of the ups about The Amazing Race is that you could be really far behind on one thing and then come back, so all you have to do is untie a couple ropes.
Yeah. I haven't seen any other seasons, but it's interesting.
Speaking of other seasons 1 and 7 have been out for a while, and today I ordered the second season on DVD, and that should be arriving at my house in a couple days, so I'm very excited to watch The Amazing Race 2.
Yep.
And, I think everybody else should enjoy that. I was looking at some of the tweets, and there was a lot of, people who were just watching because of Ethan and Jenna, and they absolutely hate The Amazing Race. So, you kind of started watching because of Ethan and Jenna, and kind of because I made you because of this podcast. But, I mean, do you dislike it? Do you like it? What do you think?
I kind of think it's a little bit boring in a way, just because all they're doing is racing. There's really no drama, no real strategy to it. It's just complete the challenge. For me, it's like a filler show. Like, if you're really bored and you have nothing else really to watch, that's kind of what it is for me. Even though I know a lot of people will love it because you get to see different sights and everything while they're racing and everything.
There is one team that is surrounded by drama. Do Justin and Jennifer know they are on The Amazing Race?
I do not think so. I think they think they're like on some brother and sister issue show.
Maybe they think they're on Celebrity Rehab.
Maybe.
Or Dr. Phil.
More like that.
I don't really know, like, I don't like either of them. I'm trying to figure out who I hate more. I think I hate Jennifer more because I think she complains too much.
Yeah, though Justin kind of provokes
Justin
her.
needs to grow some balls.
That's wonderful.
I mean, he's just like...
He's a wimp.
I don't know. He just seems kind of weak. Like, he doesn't believe in himself. So it's like, Justin, grow some balls and just do it.
Yeah. No, I won't do that. No.
I don't like balls. And then Jennifer's going around and says to him, "You stupid, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah.
So, I don't have not a lot to say about The Amazing Race. You're right, it doesn't have a lot of drama. It is kind of that, what'd you say, filler show?
Yeah, filler.
Filler. And, that can be a new term we use. We can use filler for stuff that's kind of stupid and lame, but cool.
Yeah.
So, not a lot to say about The Amazing Race, really, other than that we're very sad about Ethan and Jenna. I wish, I predicted them win, and lately I've been doing pretty good in reality predictions.
Yep.
Especially with Survivor, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, I've heard some of those predictions, and they're pretty darn accurate.
So, we're flying through here. I expect the 30-minute podcast, 40-minute. Anyhow, who cares? I'm thinking that we should move on to the next show, because I think you have a lot to say about Rob's new show, but if you have anything else to say about The Amazing Race, now's the time to do it.
No, I don't really have many comments on The Amazing Race. I haven't seen it that much, so.
Okay, so let's move on to Boston Rob's new show, Around the World in 80 Ways, hosted by Rob Mariano and Dennis Anderson, which is probably the worst pair in the world.
Yeah, you know who it reminds me of? It reminded me of Boston Rob and Big Tom.
That is a huge rumor. Dennis Anderson is Big Tom.
Yes, except for a little bit less drunk.
And I asked what you thought about 80 Ways, and you said that it was kind of annoying.
Yes. One of my least favorite Boston Rob shows.
What was so bad?
There's nothing to it. They're just going around, we're just going to, randomly race in these boats. Which actually was the best part, I think, of the whole episode. For me, was watching them race and Rob getting a motor. But the rest of it is like, I'm too scared to jump off a zip line. I'm too scared to walk across a bridge. Let's open the show with a big metal thing. I just found it redundant.
I'm wondering how long the season is going to be, because they went through 9 ways in the first episode. Like, are they limited to 80? Can they go over 80?
I think it's just probably 80, and then they return back. So I'm predicting maybe like 13, 14 episodes at the most.
Well, at the rate they're going, I'm only predicting like 9, because they went through 9 in the first episode, so it's like they're going to be done with half of it by, like, episode 4.
I don't think that much, but maybe at episode 6, I think, would be more half.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, there is. Okay, so who cares how a zipline works?
I don't think anyone. I mean, it's on History, so they have to, but it just...
But it's like, what is this, an educational programming? Yeah,
yes,
I'm
pretty
Wilson
much.
Rob, and I'm going to go around and tell everybody how the zipline works.
Yeah, I mean, I know that some people probably enjoy that. People who would be into science and stuff would enjoy learning about the zip line and everything. But I mean, I'm not one of those people. I'm more of, let's find out about, ways to travel, because isn't this about the show? Like, and being able to watch Boston Rob.
Let's talk about his co-host, Dennis Anderson. What was your take on Dennis?
I think that, once again, he's kind of like a big Tom from Survivor, and he's kind of like a wimp, I guess, in a little way. I mean, it was kind of funny watching him get scared over a zip line.
I'd be scared if I were him too, because I'd be afraid my weight would pull me down and die.
Yeah, but I mean, after the first time, you shouldn't be scared. I mean, he was like, holy crap.
And in reality, the person who came close to death was Rob, because he was the idiot and stopped way too soon on the zip line.
Yeah, and then after that, he wouldn't stop, which was also dangerous.
Okay, and we saw them arguing, how do you count away? The Cadillac, really? You're gonna count that as one way?
I don't think so. I mean, he just drove to where they were shooting and met up. I don't think that.
I think they counted it as a way.
Yeah, and they counted the plane, too.
I wonder why they took a plane. It says, we don't expect Dennis and Rob to swim across an ocean. Well, how are they gonna get to Africa?
I guess use
how
a
are they
boat.
gonna get back here?
Cruise boat, probably. And then some other thing. Maybe a helicopter.
Oh, I didn't think of helicopter. Lots of, not the most exciting show. I'd give it out of 10, maybe 6.
I'd go lower. I'd go 4.
I don't like going lower than 5 after just one episode.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to see, but right now I'm thinking it's on the lower end of filler shows for me. Probably just tune in, probably just for this podcast, and not really one of my top shows.
Fair enough. What did you think of the buses going around that were driving on the edge of that cliff?
Oh my god, I would have just gotten off before, like, even they got to, it was the zip lines, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would have gotten off way before then. I would have been like, you know what? Screw this, I'm walking.
Man, I got Emma and my 2 kids. Leave Dennis behind, he's annoying me.
Anyways.
Okay, so, now moving on, let's talk about the big show, Survivor. Okay, so, Survivor Episode 4 premiered on Wednesday, and pretty good episode.
Yeah, good amount of drama, good amount of just really everything.
I'm sad that, we don't get to see any more of Onomatopoeia Stacy. Blam!
Yeah. She was odd.
I mean, I hope she doesn't get eliminated from Redemption Island, because I want to see, like, one more, Stacy-ism.
Stacyism.
Or, I've heard, Stacy Bingo.
And Bingo was its name.
Bam!
Yep. But yeah, I was kind of actually happy that she got voted out, because I kind of got annoyed by her not really playing the game.
Oh, I said bam. Stacy doesn't say bam. She says blam with an L.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's bam. You don't add an extra L. I mean, that's like combining bam and slam. It just does not work.
Maybe that's what she was intending to do.
Yeah, you can't put
Blam.
2 words together like that and expect for that to catch on. Unless, like, it's really popular, like bromance. Bromance and bros. It works.
Or showmance.
Yes.
Speaking of showmance, is Ozzy having an affair, or a love affair, or whatever you want to call it? I don't know if I'm using the correct term or anything. What's going on with him and Elise?